In this video, we're going to show you how to set up the Forster Coax hand primer seeder tool. The primer seeder tool comes with both a large and small primer seeder assembly for both large and small primers. The first thing we have to do is insert that correct assembly through the back of the tool. And before we lock this down, there's a couple things we have to keep in mind in order to be sure that these primers feed correctly. We don't want the assembly to be too far forward, and we want it to be square with the tube, not turned at an angle. So to assure that it's not too far forward, we're going to take one of the jaws and push it in front of the assembly and tighten it down. This will not allow that assembly to come over flush from the end of the tool. The next thing is to be sure that it's square with the tube. To do that, we're going to take the actual feed tube and put it into the primer seeder assembly, and while we push down, we can tighten that set screw and see that that assembly actually comes square with the tube. Now that we have the assembly put together in the primer seeder tool, the next step is to actually put a case and adjust the jaws to that case. When setting the universal shell holder jaws on the coax primer seeder to your case, it's easier if you pick the tool up off the bench and hold it vertically. This way gravity will help you instead of fight you during the process. When you push down the handle, that'll push the primer seeder punch out of the front of the assembly, which is then machined to fit the bottom of your case. This will assure then, as you move the jaws in, that the case is going to remain centered over the assembly. Once we push the jaws in, we can then tighten those screws down, and we should be extremely close to having it set to where each case will slide in and out smoothly.